As we are discussing emotional intelligence and its role for leadership, we saw how self-awareness makes the foundational building block of emotional intelligence. Then comes self-regulation, the ability to regulate or channelize our emotions in a constructive manner. And the third most important block of emotional intelligence is motivation. Motivation, the ability to motivate oneself and others. If you consider, this is one of the hallmarks of effective leadership, the ability to motivate, inspire action in the people who follow them. Such leaders are driven to achieve beyond expectations of themselves as well as others. Now, question might be raised is, there are different things which motivates people. A lot of people get motivated by perks and benefits, a high salary package, comforts, position in the company, the status that they receive, the prestige that they receive. But people who actually are great leaders, they are motivated just for the sake of fulfilling their duties, just for the sake of achievement of their work, just for the sake of contribution that they make. And the question that arises is, how do we recognize people with this kind of motivation who can actually become great leaders? The first principle is the passion for work itself. Such people are driven with their desire to be very creative, learn to love, look for different avenues, look for novel ways of doing things more effectively. They demonstrate an unflagging enthusiasm and energy in order to accomplish what they have been told responsible for, and their enthusiasm is contagious and distinctly visible. They always set a very high standard for themselves and always aspire to achieve those high standards. The second aspect of highly motivated leadership is optimism. They are not let down in face of failures or challenges or setbacks, because they are inspired to work not because of immediate benefits or short-term gains, but something more impelling, something more long-standing, something more futuristic. Therefore, they always maintain this deep sense of optimism and continue with their unflagging energy to achieve something big and bright. And the third aspect is commitment to the organization. Because they're committed to the work and not just the results, they become committed to the organization which promote that work, which stand for that cause, which stand for that purpose, which stand for that value system. And the result is committed individuals, committed organization for a greater good. And it's not difficult to see how highly motivated individuals can actually create highly motivated workspaces, teams, and organizational cultures. Because if you set a high standard for yourself, if you're demonstrating this unflagging optimism, if you're demonstrating this commitment, so do people who starts following you will. And that's what becomes the culture of an organization. So therefore, the third building block of emotional intelligence is motivation, the ability to motivate oneself and motivate others. And this is an indispensable feature of effective leadership.